So for my project, I did what is a carbon footprint. I'll be teaching you the what causes a footprint, the effects it has, and the solutions or what we can do to reduce our carbon footprint. So a carbon footprint. Down low, right here, I have what is a carbon footprint and what causes a carbon footprint and how we can change that. So let's get started. So what is a carbon footprint? So the actual definition of a carbon footprint is the amount of carbon dioxide and other carbon compounds emitted due to the consumption of fossil fuels by a particular person, group, etc. A carbon footprint is a history of the amount of greenhouse released into the atmosphere and can have some negative impacts. Or most gases that are released have negative impacts. Everyone has a carbon footprint. There's not one person that doesn't have a carbon footprint unless you're like super like careful with what you do. Next is what causes a carbon footprint. Deforestation can cause carbon footprint because you are literally chopping down trees and releasing all these. You obviously just for deforestation is used to make paper. You cut down trees, which causes gases when you produce those things. Vehicles can cause a carbon footprint because it releases gases. The car releases negative or bad gases into the atmosphere. That leaves a carbon footprint. Agriculture, as you plant things, as you chop down things and manufacture things. Airplanes and ships, because they transport things and they are as well releasing gases into the atmosphere. Lack of education can also cause a carbon footprint because a lot of people who are not educated or don't really know what a carbon footprint is can go out into the earth or the world and do all these things that cause gases to be released, such as using cars, energy, and all those things. And if a person is not well educated, they can have a big number on their footprint. Population growth and increase in consumption levels. As the population grows, we use more transportation, more agriculture, more manufacturing, and as we use these things more and more, have an increase on their carbon footprint. Effects the carbon footprint has. It can cause global warming, air pollution because we're releasing gases, effects on humans and animals. Humans because the air can be polluted, and that can be bad for a lot of humans and things in our body. Animals because we are hurting their type of lifestyle. They have to accustom to new climates, and their homes are just being destroyed. Effects on the planet. It can destroy a lot of things in the atmosphere, the ozone layer, and stuff like that. Effects on aquatic life because ships release things and it can pollute the water, and because of that aquatic animals have to travel around, and it's just a big deal, and it just has an effect on the whole environmental system. Solutions: switch from cars to alternative transportation facilities. So you can go from cars to riding bikes, taking the bus, or even walking if it's like short distance. The less car we use, the less pollution and gases we release. Save energy. You can put solar panels, use solar energy, and that can reduce your footprint. Buy local foods. Instead of going out into like really far places to get your food, you can buy local food. Reduce meat consumption. Meat consumption has it leaves a big carbon footprint because meat is transported in different kinds of ways. So if you reduce your meat consumption, you can have it's a big part because um, if you recycle things, of course you can reuse them, and you are not using more things in the earth and making companies create more of it, which puts less carbon and greenhouse emissions into the air. Like I said, education can be a big part because if not, people don't know what they're doing, and it's just important to know what things are, what can cause your footprint, and the solutions. Um, Worksheets that helped me for this project was the carbon footprint worksheet we had to fill out, as well as the YouTube video, which had a lot of really good information. Calculate your carbon footprint worksheet as well, and estimating carbon footprint worksheets help me. The learning target and norms. Learning target is I can describe what a carbon footprint is, what causes and effects it has, and how we can find a solution to reduce our carbon footprint. Norms is why is our carbon footprint important and how we can fix it to create a better environment. And that was it. Thank you.